Imagine holding a coin worth $1.1 million. A small, unassuming nickel you might have found in your pocket change decades ago. What if I told you that this tiny piece of metal could change your life? But there's a catch: most people don't even know they own it. Could you be one of them? Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Because time is running out, let's rewind to 1962. It was a time of innovation, change, and, as it turns out, one of the greatest mysteries in American coinage history. The Jefferson nickel, minted between 1938 and 2003, was a workhorse coin of its time, used daily by millions. But in 1962, something unusual happened. A batch of these nickels, minted in Philadelphia, lacked the usual mint mark. These no-mint mark coins slipped into circulation unnoticed, or so everyone thought. Fast forward 6 decades, and one of these elusive nickels made history by selling for an astonishing $1.1 million at auction. Let that sink in. One nickel, more valuable than a brand new Lamborghini. Now, let's pause for a second. Before you start tearing apart your sofa cushions or eyeing your grandpa's coin jar, hear me out. Not every 1962 nickel is a jackpot. But if you do find one with the right characteristics, well, let's just say your next vacation might not involve coach seats. So, what's the secret sauce? What makes this particular Jefferson nickel worth more than some houses? First, it's all about rarity. The 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel wasn't intentionally produced. These coins are the result of a fascinating minting error, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Second, condition is king. The $1.1 million coin wasn't just rare, it was pristine. Graded as approved 68 by professional numismatists, its flawless appearance added significantly to its value. But here's where things get even more interesting. There's a growing demand for these rare coins, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar. So, how do you know if your nickel is the real deal? Don't worry, I'll break it down for you. First, grab any 1962 nickels you can find. Look for the mint mark, or lack thereof. A true no-mint mark Jefferson nickel should have a clean, unmarked space under Monticello on the coin's reverse side. Next, assess its condition. Coins with scratches, discoloration, or wear are less valuable. If you think your coin might be a contender, it's time to get it professionally graded. This step can be the difference between hundreds and millions of dollars. And let me ask you, when was the last time you really looked at your spare change? I mean, you might have already spent your fortune on a pack of gum. Kinda scary, right? Once you've confirmed its value, there are 2 main options. Sell it privately to a collector or consign it to a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Remember, timing is crucial. The market for rare coins is red hot right now. Waiting too long could mean missing out on life-changing money. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story can be worth millions. Don't let your treasure sit unnoticed in a dusty drawer. Start checking your coins today. You never know what you might find. And hey, if you're serious about uncovering hidden wealth in your pocket change, make sure to subscribe. I've got even more stories about rare coins and insider tips that could lead you to your next big find. Imagine checking your pockets, your drawers, or your old coin collection and discovering a coin that could change your life, worth a staggering $1.2 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to one lucky person who owned the 1998 mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. And guess what? It could be sitting in your collection right now. Stay tuned, because you might just find out that you've been holding on to a hidden treasure this whole time. Let's set the stage. In 1998, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Monticello Jefferson nickels, a regular coin that, to the naked eye, seems no different from any other nickel. But here's where things get interesting. While most of these coins are worth just a few cents, there's a rare anomaly, one that could make you incredibly wealthy. Here's where the mystery starts. The 1998 mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel that's worth $1.2 million was created in a way that no one expected. It's all about the die error. You see, a mistake at the mint led to a specific number of these coins being struck with a major flaw. And when you find one of these error coins, well, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Now you might be thinking, but how would I even know if I've got one of these rare nickels? Well, that's where things get a little tricky. You see, the 1998 nickel error coin has a distinctive feature. The design on the reverse side, which features the Monticello building, appears much more worn out than normal. If you look closely, you'll notice a faint ghosting effect on the structure, almost like it's fading into the background. This is the telltale sign of an error coin. Take a look at this comparison. On the left, you have a standard 1998 nickel, no big deal. But on the right, you see the error coin. Notice how the Monticello design is completely different. It's almost like the building is haunting the coin, right? If you've ever stumbled upon one of these, you're sitting on a potential gold mine. Just imagine, you go to a coin shop to sell this old, worn-out nickel, and the dealer looks at you like you're crazy for even trying to sell it. Then they see the error and bam, they hand you a check for a cool million. Not bad for a coin you probably picked up while paying for that last cup of coffee. But here's where the plot thickens. This coin is not just rare. It's almost mythical. In fact, finding a 1998 mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel in this condition is like searching for a needle in a haystack. Let me break it down for you. The U.S. Mint produced a staggering 3.7 billion Jefferson nickels in 1998. But only a fraction of those were stamped with the error, making them incredibly scarce. Out of those few, even fewer have survived in pristine condition, and that's what drives the value up into the millions. But here's the kicker. There's no clear number on how many of these coins still exist. That means every time one of these error nickels is discovered, it's a surprise. And just when you think the market has seen all of them, another one pops up, proving that your coin could be the next big find. Now, some of you may be wondering, how do I sell it? Who buys these rare coins? Well, here's the truth. Serious collectors, coin dealers, and auction houses are constantly on the lookout for rare coins, especially ones like this. A simple Google search will show you that these nickels have been sold for eye-watering sums at major auctions. Just imagine how it would feel to watch someone fight for your coin, because that's exactly what's happening behind the scenes. And if you're thinking about selling, let me tell you this: timing is everything. The longer you wait, the less likely it is that you'll get the top dollar for it. Markets fluctuate. The demand for error coins goes through the roof at times when they're discovered in large quantities. Right now is the time to cash in. But what if you're still skeptical? I get it, this all sounds too good to be true. You might be thinking, there's no way I've got one of these rare nickels lying around. But let me ask you, how much do you really know about the coins in your collection? A few pennies here, a couple of dimes there. Have you looked closely enough? Okay, I know what you're thinking. I've checked my change so many times, I'm basically a human coin machine. But listen up, one small oversight could cost you millions. Here's the thing, the coin market is hot right now. If you're holding on to these rare pieces, there's no better time to take action. I can't stress this enough. If you don't know the value of the coins you're holding, you're leaving money on the table. And we're talking about real, life-changing money. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Take a moment to gather up your old coin collection. Examine every coin. Do some research. Check with a professional. Because just like that, you could uncover a treasure that could make you a millionaire. Remember, time is ticking. Don't let the opportunity slip through your fingers. Thank you for watching. If you want more tips on how to spot rare and valuable coins, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out. And if you've got a rare coin you think could be worth something, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Imagine digging through your coin jar or finding a dusty old nickel in your change, only to realize it's worth over $1 million. No, this isn't a fairy tale, and you're not dreaming. Right now, hidden somewhere in your home, could be a coin that can transform your financial future overnight. I'm talking about the 1996 Monticello Jefferson nickel. Yes, that little coin you've probably overlooked, could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Stick around, Because I'll show you exactly why this coin is worth so much, and more importantly, how you can find it and sell it for a fortune. Don't blink, or you might miss out on life-changing money. Ready? Let's dive in. Now, you might be asking yourself, how could a simple nickel from 1996 be worth more than my car, my house, even my vacation? Well, it all comes down to one simple thing: rarity. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity doesn't always mean something is old. Sometimes it just means it's rarely seen or hidden in plain sight. So let me walk you through this. The Monticello Jefferson nickel is a classic design, first minted in 1938, featuring the iconic Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous Monticello home on the back. But here's where it gets interesting. In 1996, the U.S. Mint accidentally produced a very limited number of mint-marked nickels with a slight defect, a rare variety of the 1996 Monticello Jefferson nickel that could make you instantaneously wealthy. What makes this coin so rare? It has a specific error. The mint mark on these coins was incorrectly punched. While most of these nickels were made with a regular P mint mark, a very small number were mistakenly struck with a missing or double mint mark, or sometimes a mint mark that wasn't supposed to be there at all. It's this subtle mistake that makes these nickels so highly sought after by collectors. This mint error means one thing: value. Not just a couple of dollars or even $100. No, we're talking about hundreds of thousands to millions if you find the right one. But don't get too excited just yet. Finding it is the hardest part. Okay, now you're probably thinking, how do I even know if I have one of these $1 million coins? Great question. You're not alone. Many people have no idea the coin they're holding could be a goldmine in disguise. So here's where you need to pay attention. It's all about the details. You'll need to examine your 1996 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a fine-tooth comb. Yes, that's right, get out the magnifying glass because that's how you'll spot the differences. Check the mint mark closely. Is it unusually faint? Or double-stamped? Is it off-center? These are the kinds of details that can separate a 25-cent nickel from a $1.3 million treasure. Now, let's be real for a second. Not every 1996 nickel is going to be worth millions. Only a small number of these have the right errors. But don't let that discourage you. Even if you're not holding on to one of the rare ones, there's still plenty of value in old coins that may be hiding in your change jar. But, and here's the kicker, if you do find that golden ticket of a nickel, it could be your ticket to financial freedom. Think about it, one coin, a simple nickel, could be the key to unlocking a life you've only dreamed of. Imagine the possibilities: a new house, that car you've always wanted, or even early retirement. Or you could always just buy a massive pile of chocolate and make your own little treasure chest. But hey, I know you'd prefer the $1 million option. Alright, let's talk about the real money: selling your rare coin. This is where things get serious. Once you've identified that your 1996 Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth big bucks, you need to understand how to sell it. Timing and approach are crucial here. The first step is to get your coin appraised by an expert. This is not the time to rely on random websites or vague guesses. Professional appraisers will evaluate your coin based on its condition, rarity, and error. Some of these coins have sold for over $1.3 million at auction. Yes, $1.3 million for a single nickel. How many of us can say we have that kind of money just lying around? I certainly can't, but here's the catch: selling it properly is key. Do not just take it to the local pawn shop or a general coin dealer. Seek out specialists who deal in rare coins, especially error coins. There are coin auctions where collectors go crazy over rare coins like this. If you want to sell your coin for top dollar, this is where the magic happens. The right auction house can attract serious buyers willing to pay top prices. And here's something else you need to know: timing matters. The market for rare coins fluctuates. What's worth $1 million today could be worth even more tomorrow. Or, it could fall flat if you wait too long. The urgency is real, my friends. If you've got a valuable coin, don't wait. The time to sell it is now. Here's the truth: you could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. But the window to capitalize on these rare coins isn't forever. The longer you wait, the more you risk losing out on your chance to change your life. Now, I don't want you to miss this opportunity. If you have a 1996 Monticello Jefferson nickel, or any rare coins, you need to start checking them today. Don't let this chance slip through your fingers. The life you've dreamed of could be closer than you think, and don't worry, I'll guide you through every step of this journey. But before I go, let me ask you one final question. Is this the moment you start your journey to wealth, or will you let another opportunity pass by? Stick with me, because in my next video, I'm going to reveal some of the other rare coins you may have lying around that could be worth even more than you imagined. You won't want to miss it. Trust me. You're rummaging through your spare change or that old jar of coins in the attic when suddenly, you come across something extraordinary. Could this unassuming nickel in your hand be worth a staggering $1.3 million? Yes, you heard that right, $1.3 million. One ordinary-looking 1989 Monticello Jefferson nickel has turned heads in the numismatic world, and it could be hiding in plain sight, in your collection. By the way, when was the last time you actually looked at your nickels? I mean, honestly, we usually just toss them in a jar like a Netflix password we'll never need again. But this time, it's different. Stay tuned, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll not only tell you why this coin is worth a fortune but also how you can uncover hidden gems in your own stash. Spoiler alert, you might already be sitting on a gold mine. And if you're not paying attention, you could let millions slip right through your fingers. Literally. Let's take a quick journey back to 1989. The US Mint was bustling, producing millions of coins each year. But not every coin came out the same. The 1989 Monticello nickel is special, not because it's rare to find, but because errors during minting made certain coins incredibly valuable. Imagine striking gold, only it's nickel. And unique markings around the Monticello building. Now, don't go whipping out a magnifying glass just yet, unless you already have one, in which case, kudos to you. You're ahead of the game. But here's where it gets fascinating. Why does this particular nickel fetch millions while others end up in vending machines? The answer lies in a mystery that collectors have been trying to solve for decades. And yes, I'll reveal it, but first, the answer is demand. Numismatists, serious coin collectors, are always on the hunt for unique, mint-condition errors. And when the right buyer finds the right coin, prices skyrocket. In 2021, one of these nickels fetched an incredible $1.3 million at auction. Imagine what that could do for your bank account or retirement fund. But here's the catch: these coins don't last long on the market. Time is of the essence. The sooner you search your collection, the better your chance of striking it rich. Feeling the urgency yet? Good. Because I'm about to give you a quick checklist to identify if your 1989 Monticello nickel is the one. Look for the mint mark P. Check for errors like doubling or die cracks. Examine the condition. Pristine coins fetch the highest prices. And hey, if you don't have one, maybe it's time to casually ask Grandma about that coin jar she's been hiding since the Reagan era. But wait, what if I told you there's another coin, one even more common than the 1989 nickel, that could be worth millions too? I'll reveal all in my next video, so hit that subscribe button now. Don't miss it. So, what are you waiting for? That dusty jar of coins in your attic might just be your ticket to financial freedom. But only if you act now. Don't let your future slip away. Happy hunting, and remember, the treasure you seek might already be in your hands. A small, ordinary-looking coin tucked away in your change jar could be the key to a $1.4 million payday. Yes, you heard that right, a 1981 Monticello Jefferson nickel, a coin you might dismiss as worthless, recently shocked the collector world with its jaw-dropping value. Could you have one of these million-dollar nickels sitting right under your nose? Or maybe under your couch cushions? Let's face it, who hasn't found something weird down there? But what makes this particular nickel worth as much as a mansion? Let's take a journey back to 1981, a year when MTV debuted, Pac-Man ruled the arcades, and yes, the US Mint quietly produced one of the most elusive treasures in American coin history. Now, this wasn't your average Jefferson nickel. A minting anomaly in Philadelphia caused an incredibly rare double die error, a striking flaw that creates double details on the coin's surface. This wasn't just any error, it made the coin a must-have for collectors. But here's the kicker: spotting one of these coins is no easy feat. The signs are subtle. The doubling is on the lettering of Monticello and 5 cents. Blink, and you might miss it. Which begs the question, have you checked your nickels lately? And here's where things get really interesting. You don't just need to find the coin, there's one key detail that separates a $1.4 million nickel from the rest. What is it? Stick around, and I'll reveal this crucial factor in just a moment. Alright, let's get to the million-dollar question: what makes this coin so valuable? It's all about condition. The 1981 P nickel that sold for $1.4 million was graded a stunning MS-67 by PCGS, the professional coin grading service. That's museum-level preservation, people. We're talking no scratches, no wear, and a shine that could blind you. But don't worry, you don't need a perfect coin to make serious money. Even a less pristine 1981 P double die nickel can fetch thousands. Feeling excited yet? You should be. But here's the thing, time is of the essence. The market for rare coins is booming right now, with collectors willing to pay top dollar. Tomorrow? Who knows? You finally decide to check your old coins, and what's this? You've been using a $1 million nickel as a poker chip during family game night. Talk about bad luck. But here's where it gets urgent. I'll tell you exactly how to get your coins authenticated and sold for maximum value, so don't walk away yet. Because this next step could be the difference between a life-changing windfall and, well, just another nickel. Gather every nickel you can find from 1981. Don't stop at just the change jar. Check drawers, wallets, even your car's cup holder. Remember, you're hunting for the Philadelphia Mint mark, P, and that elusive double die error. Get your coins graded. Trust me, this step isn't optional. The PCGS and NGC are two top-tier grading services that will authenticate your coin and determine its value. And finally, step 3, list your coin on a reputable auction site like Heritage Auctions or contact professional coin dealers. These are the people who can connect you with serious buyers and maximize your payday. So, are you ready to take action? That dusty nickel in your pocket could transform your future, turning financial stress into the freedom to live your dream life. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers, literally. Start searching today, because the next millionaire coin could be waiting for you to discover it. Your journey to wealth might just start with 5 cents. Are you ready to change your life? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might also have hidden treasures in their pocket change. And remember, success favors the bold and the informed.